But we've got a hack for this little hoe here. So what we're going to do is create 3 different types of hoeing with one hoe. Okay, in this video we're going to go over the 3-pronged hoe, or cultivator, depending on what you want to call it. So this is what it looks like. We've got the 3 prongs, 1, 2, 3, one shorter than the other, and the 2 on the outside are longer. So you use the 3-pronged cultivator in your gardens. Okay, this is our demonstration of the 3-pronged hoe. So in this instance we're using the 3-pronged hoe to loosen the soil, aerate it, and to weed it. So it helps for watering, keeping weeds down, which is the most important thing. We can use it just to hook those weeds out. And then we can use it as a bit of a rake. Push the weeds into a bit of a pile here. And then we can continue on with our hoeing or cultivating. Either way works. We're also turning over a bit of the straw that's sitting on top. And for the best way to keep the weeds down is to cover it with some mulch or manure. That would be the best way. That's how it does it, loosens it up. Now our soil is very sandy, so it makes it look very easy. But there you go. That's how you use the 3-pronged cultivator, or the 3-pronged hoe, depending on which way you want to call it. And that's it. So this hoe has bolts. Not every hoe or 3-pronged hoe comes like this. Some come as a complete unit that you're not able to adjust or alter easily, at least. So what we're going to do is we're going to undo these nuts here. So I've got my tools here and fit it in. Hopefully it won't be too bad. We should be able to just loosen them off and slide out the prongs. So I want to slide out the middle one first. Tighten them back up. I don't think I needed my shifter. So that's pretty tight. So now, move that to the side. Now we've got our 2-pronged hoe. So the 2-pronged hoe is very useful to use if you've got very young seedlings, young vegetables, that sort of thing, and you can hoe over the top of them. So you can hoe as you're going over the top of the plants, so the plants could be in the center, and then you're just doing a little light weeding and turning the soil over the top of them. And this is our demonstration of the 2-pronged hoe. So here we're using the 2-pronged hoe of our 3-pronged hoe. So this is 2 prongs. Oh, that's getting a bit confusing. So what we're just going to do, we don't have a great example because we don't have anywhere where we've got young seedlings at the moment, but I'll show you the example that we're just going to go on the outside of the weeds. So this would be something that you would do. You could just go along and in a fine line, and we'll go down this one. So we'll go over the outside of these weeds. So you can see how it's not disrupting the weeds, it's just going along and disrupting the soil on the outside. We'll go back over, and that's our tracks that we've got. So now we're going to give a demonstration of the 1-pronged hoe. Alright, so as before, what we've got to undo our bolts as it gets super sunny out here. We're going to undo our bolts again, just lightly undo, once we've got it right. Hopefully we've got a bit of wiggle room. There we go. Now I'm going to slide this one back in. It sits there, and then slide the two outside ones out. Make sure we do them up nice and tight. It's a bit stick. Which way is it supposed to be going? There we go. This one sticks a bit. There we go. Alright, we've got those up nice and tight. A little bit fiddly. Now we've got the singular pronged hoe. So it's just one. And they're the other two there. They go on the outsides. So you can just see, nice and easy. Take them on and off, slide them in and out. They usually leave some marks so you can tell where to put them back in again and such. But very handy to have. So now we'll go and demonstrate the use of the singular pronged hoe. Let's pretend that these weeds here, they're nice and big and green. Let's pretend that they're our little plants and we want to just hoe in between them. So it's just, you're not going to damage your plants by doing it, so you can just go around and then get in between the plants. You can get right up close to them and it's not going to hurt them at all. So you can go around and in. So we can disturb the soil, kill off those little tiny weeds. You may or may not see them, but there's a few little tiny weeds there. The second thing that I really like about using this sort of hoe is that it becomes very similar to a stirrup hoe, where you can put it on its side and then go through the soil like that. So you can disturb the soil. So what you can also do is kill the weeds. The bigger weeds you can take out just like a stirrup hoe. So you can turn this three-pronged hoe into a multi-use hoe. We'll take these ones out. There we go. Disturbs the soil too, great for doing large areas. So if you've been out tending to your veggie patch and then you want to do a larger area, you can just turn your hoe to the side and do away with those weeds. You don't have to put the three prongs on, it depends what your soil's like. We are lucky because, well, lucky and unlucky some might say, because we do have sandy soil. I had Toby's come to say hello and check out my hoeing. So that's your single pronged hoe. So that's our hoe hack in this video that we had for you. Turning a three-pronged hoe into a two-pronged hoe into a singular pronged hoe. We would love for you to subscribe to our channel, Gardeners by Trade, and give us a big thumbs up down below. If you've got any comments or questions, also chuck them down below. Happy to answer any questions that you might have. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.